Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another exciting edition of Psychic Sundays Live with your host, the Queen of Booga Booga, Psychic Sally Diane.
Well, hi, everybody. Welcome back to Psychic Sundays Live. I'm sorry we're 4 minutes late. I I was one with technical difficulties. The producer waited patiently for me to get to where I need to be. So I see all of you are here. So let's just dive into it. And I don't think I got any emails. No, I didn't. Okay, so we have High Priestess who wants to know, what do you see for me in Scorpio? Okay, I'll look at one more time, High Priestess, but I'll tell you what, how about you tune in, be part of the chat for the next 2 weeks, but give it a rest for just 2 weeks, just so I can look at you through fresh eyes. And I know I've told a few of you that, and it's I love seeing you here week after week, and I sure do like seeing everything in the chat. But sometimes I just need to kind of not do a reading on you for a week or two so I can look at you with fresh eyes. And that just helps me to read you all the better. But let's see about High Priestess and her Scorpio. And as usual, we do my northeast southwest reading. And see where the grounding is here. Well, the grounding is, you've got the Chariot reverse, so it's apparently it's not moving forward fast enough for you. Scorpios can be kind of, I don't know, non-committal, I think. Anyhow, it's slow moving. It just doesn't seem to want to move forward with it. And as we come here, okay, so one thing that he's worried about now is that you've just come out of a divorce. So he's looking at that, and he's, he knows, he's heard everything that the other guy's done wrong, but he wonders about, okay, so what did she do wrong, kind of thing. And I don't mean that in a bad way. I mean, it's just things he's worried about. So that's why he's not moving forward as fast as you would like. And you've got the High Priestess here. You're the High Priestess, and you show right up in the passion. So basically, exactly what I just told you, is exactly what you think is going on. And, it's... And there's the Magician. You've got 3 major arcana cards. You know what you need to do, High Priestess, is giving him a little understanding. And give him some time, because it says that you know that this is going forward, but you've got to give him some time to adjust, and time to get over his fears and his worries. But you've got some good energies here, and it looks like the universe is on your side. So hang in there with Scorpio. He's a Scorpio. They take time. Okay.
Somehow we got really crooked here.
Did we? Well, don't know how that happened, folks. So we have Killer Wave. Here's your first question. Whoa. Okay, so whatever your first question is, you got your answer pretty quick. And it's the Tower reversed. So let's see what the question is. This is like Jeopardy. I get the answer and then the question. Okay, here's my first question. How can I connect better with Chris as we will be able to be in a romantic relationship? Okay, Killer Wave. And you've got the Tower here, and it's a Tower reversed. So I think that as far as connecting better with Chris, I think what the Tower reversed is saying is tune it down, turn it down a notch or two. Sometimes when we get excited about a relationship, we come on a little too strong, and the cards are saying, you might be coming on a little too strong. So just kind of chill out and be the cool guy for a bit, and let Chris come to you. We used to treat barn cats like that. I was raised out in the country, and the feral cats, you could never approach them, you could never catch them. But if you sat patiently enough with food, sooner or later they'd come and take the food from you, and sometimes they'd let you pet them. You always got bit or scratched, but you could bring them to you. Okay, so
next we have Gem Girl who wants to know about a Sagittarius.
Gem Girl and the Sagittarius. Wow, am I way out of sync here? Because, oh, Gem Girl got skipped. Oh, I'm sorry, folks. Okay, so what can I expect from my Sagittarius? Okay, my dad was a Sagittarius. Good people. Whoa. The cards are just flying out today. So what you can expect from the Sagittarius. First off, you've got the Queen of Cups, but it's Queen of Cups reversed. And what this is saying is that he likes somebody who's practical and well-grounded. So it's basically saying don't be the Queen of Cups reversed, because Queen of Cups reversed can be a little bit of an airhead in that. And what he really is looking for is somebody to build a solid foundation for. So he's not looking for cute or pretty or funny or anything like that. He's looking for somebody that he can build a life with and that he can trust. So as long as you deal with him in a practical manner, you should be able to get a long time out of your Sagittarius. All right. Oh, hi, Marcy. It's nice to see you. Okay, so.
Bubbles wants to trust TJ.
Okay, Bubbles. You know, sometimes if somebody gets your spidey sense going, and see, just because you answer that question, I don't trust TJ. Okay, so let's see. And I do understand that basically you've been hurt before. Okay, so. Let's just look at TJ. And that's not Tijuana. Okay. Well, he shows up as being the Page of Cups. So I think TJ might be a little immature, but he's good-natured and his heart's certainly in the right place. I worry about him being able to settle down. I'm worried about him with some maturity issues. But as far as issues of friendship and, being loyal, I don't worry about him a day there. Okay, so you've got the Eight of Wands, but it's the Eight of Wands reversed. So I think as you're coming into this period, there may have been a bit of a stall there. Because I just get that feeling with the Eight of Wands. It almost feels like, when a plane comes in for a landing and they reverse the jet, you just almost feel the plane being pushed backwards. That's the feeling I get here, that you've kind of gotten in that period of inertia in the relationship. Okay, and you've got at the base of it the Queen of Wands. And it's Queen of Wands reversed. And the Queen of Wands reversed, she's fiery, but she kind of lacks direction. And that's kind of what I saw in the Page of Cups here. So it's not a matter of being able to trust TJ as much as it is TJ might lack a bit of maturity. So you can trust him with your heart, but you can't trust him with a secret. Yeah, you can trust him with your heart, but not your secret. But the Swords comes up as far as where you're going. So there's this oneness. This is a nice new beginning. And I'm seeing my eye is being drawn to these two figures here. And it's being pointed out to me how different they are. And basically it's telling you to remember that in a good relationship, each plays their own part. And so where one is weak, the other is strong. This is what you have going on here. But like I said, the question was, can I trust TJ? Yeah, you can trust him with your heart, but not a secret. Okay, so who's next?
Lucid Dreams wants to know about love.
Ooh, love in June. What will happen for me for love in June? Well, Lucid Dreams, you asked for it. You know what I'm going to do? I am going to pull out the Gypsy deck. And I don't know, it's been a few weeks since I've done that, hasn't it? Excuse me, folks.
Sorry, I wasn't listening live.
Oh, I said I'm going to pull out the Gypsy deck. I made the comment, it's been a few weeks since I've done that.
Okay.
So, Lucid Dreams, what will happen for me in love in June? And we're going to take this deck until it's a smaller deck, and it's the classic Gypsy deck. It just it has its gifts. Let's put it that way. So we're going to see what goes on. Lucid Dreams, Love in June. So you start out, and you've got the visit. Ooh. Well, first off, you've got somebody that may have been gone a while who's coming back. So there's that. A letter, okay, a visit, a letter. So it looks like you've got good communications going on. I'm wondering if you might be caught torn between two lovers here. Let's see. And then you have thought, decision. Okay, so I've got a feeling like an old romance that you've kind of given up on rejuvenates, and at the same time, a blooming relationship, a new relationship comes through. So you kind of have to make up your mind here. There are worse places to be. Happy June. Okay.
Okay, next we have Divine Oracle readings.
Well, hi.
They want to know about the vendor show this coming Sunday. How's it going to go?
All right. So, yes, Divine Oracle Readings is back out at the Breslau airport. And apparently there's a vendor show there. And he'll be there doing readings and selling some of his merch. And speaking of readings, if anybody would like a reading from your queen, just give the spa near the tracks a call at 519-272-1293. Did I get that right?
I don't know.
Okay. Anyhow, it's on the screen.
No, it's not.
Oh, it will be. But
There
call,
it is.
call the spa near the tracks and make an appointment to see Sally Diane in person. Or send me an email at queenofboogabooga@gmail.com, and we can set up a reading. Also, send me an email if you want your questions answered first in next Sunday's show. And speaking of next Sunday's show, let's go back to Divine Oracle readings and see how his show at Breslau Airport is going to go. All right. And I am going to stick with the Gypsy cards because I've done these shows before, and I happen to know that there's a whole set of politics with vendor shows. So let's see how it'll go for Divine Oracle readings. Okay, so first off, you've got fidelity, you've got loyalty. So you have, because you're doing a second show, they appreciate you, and they appreciate the fact that you have been promoting it. So you come into the show with a gold star. Ooh. Okay, so there's the vendor politics. Also, you've got to keep your eyes open because I think you've got some kids that come through that have sticky fingers. Okay. So, you have merriment, but it's merriment reversed. So, I would say that you have limited success this show. It's a show that could have done better. But that has, that happens. We've both done shows. We know that. Anyhow, that is how the show will go. They like you. So...
Next, we have Divine Oracle readings. Who wants to know about? Nope, we already did that one. But next, we have Brother Cree Chris, who wants to know about Friday night's changes to the show.
Okay. Well, thank you, Marcy. And thank you for the music before the show. The intro to the show, the intro to the show is a film that the producer shot right here in Stratford. He did a walk along the river and just got all kinds of nice shots. Okay, so Brother Cree Chris wants to know about this Friday show, and he is one of my fellow YouTubers, and he and our friend Eva appear to take your questions live on Friday night, just like I'm live here every Sunday. So let's see. Sunday night for Cree Brother Chris and Eva. Okay. So I think you might, it starts out with misfortune, but it feels like a storm. So I think the weather isn't going to work out very well for you. So you might have some technical difficulties along the way. Yeah, and even though it says some money, I think that means some juice because it really feels like it's a power interruption of some sort. So, you might want to make sure on both sides that there's good connection, maybe beef up your connection a little bit because I think this is the connectiveness, but there might not be anything you can do about it just because I feel like there might be thunderstorms or something. Oh, it says hope. So yeah, when it starts out early on, you are going to have problems created by the weather. But hang in there because as soon as the storm clears, everything comes through clearly. Okay. So starts out so, but ends okay.
And next we have Lashika,
Mika, how are you?
and she wants to know about a new relationship she just started.
Ooh. Oh, we're going from a new relationship to do you think this person wants a commitment with me? Well, let's see. Uh-oh. There we go. There we are. Okay. So, new relationship for Lashika. Okay, let's see how Lashika's new relationship is going. And we'll just do the northeast southwest of it real quick here. Okay, so you've got the Three of Swords there, right? It feels like this relationship happens at a time just as you're letting go of an old relationship. Yeah, okay. Yeah, and you do get this as you're coming into it. You're just getting out of an old relationship, and you have the Wheel of Fortune reversed, and it's that coming in energy. And I think you're worried about bad luck. You might think that you might feel like you're cursed in relationships or something like that. Your last relationship must have really been a doozy. Oh, that's okay. So there is potential here. Just relax and enjoy it. And try not, it's saying right here that, you've put a lot of bad stuff behind you, but if you're planning on failure, you'll get failure is basically what it's saying. It's saying don't pour poison into a relationship that doesn't need to be there. So be real careful that you're not putting negative energies here. This 9, and it's the 9's reversed, but the 9 sticks out. It's saying that see where it lands in the fall. But wait until the fall to start thinking about commitment. And I think that has more to do with your path than his. Because it's saying you're a little, it's like where you are, where your passion are, you're still a little confused there. And it's kind of one of those things that in the long run, it's likely that he's going to be the first one to get serious, not you. So just keep that in mind. Don't hurt him too much.
And next we have Sari, who wants to know about Cal the Aries. She met him online.
Okay. Now the Aries. Aries the ram, and the Aries the tiger. You definitely got some hard-hitting energies around you. Okay, so. Cal the Aries. He's hardworking, he's organized, he's methodical. It looks, just the way those appear. I also feel like he might keep his life kind of categorized, like he tries hard to keep his work from his home and his home from his family kind of thing. It feels like he really has the different areas of his life partitioned off. Okay, as you're coming into it, you have the King of Swords reversed. So I wonder if he's just coming off of an illness or an injury or something. Because when I look at the King of Swords, I don't get bad energies off of him. I do get kind of tightly wound energies. I really think that he's got a good thick armor around him. Okay, so it looks like passion-wise, there is passion there. When I see the cups reversed, I worry about the heat level matching there. One person might be a little bit more passionate than the other. And when I look here, you've got sun. It's just, even though it's a sun reverse, this is a really, really, really positive card. And basically what it's saying is, you know something? Give it a try. He'll be fun for the summer anyway.
And next we have Bianca, who wants to know whether Greg was screwing around in Florida.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Bianca. Okay, I got you, girl, right?
Yes.
Okay. Did Greg hook up with anyone in Florida? I'll tell you what, I'll go and beat him up for you if he did. All right, so I just think I'm funny. Ask him, he'll tell you. Okay. What happened with Greg in Florida? Mr. Greg. Well, someone sure tried. Someone sure tried. He was tempted. He was definitely tempted. There was somebody that really tried, somebody that was really flirting with him, trying to get his attention. He was tempted. But for him, it's always been about coming home to you and having you at the end of the journey. So, no, he did not screw around in Florida. But he was tempted. Not his fault, hers. Okay, so who's next?
Toya wants to know about a love spell. Did someone cast a spell on her?
Tried to do a love spell on me. Thank you. Okay. Well, I think that gets us back to... Let me throw a few runes there, Toya, because if somebody did, I will tell you how to break it. So there is love here. Yeah, there is something going on emotionally and what have you, but I don't think this is somebody putting a love spell on you. I think this is actually hormonal. And sometimes when we are in a bored situation, we get what I would call inappropriate attractions. So if you're attracted to somebody inappropriate, it's because you're bored with your current situation and don't want to or don't know how to get out of it, because it feels like this is something that says, the universe is going to keep on working at you until you let go of whatever it is the universe wants you to let go of. But whatever inappropriate attractions you're feeling, it's not a relationship, it's a symptom. Okay, so resolve what you need to resolve around you, because the universe does want to send new love into your life. And when I look here, this is interesting because it's kind of like the male and female divine energies, both in front of you. So it does say that this is a time when a torch is being lit, and your heart and soul is ready to fall in love all anew. But there's this Hagalas. I think this is where you get that love spell. So I think we're dealing with somebody who might feel like, why am I attracted to this person? It's stupid for me to be attracted to this person. That is just a symptom. It's an inappropriate attraction. So fix whatever you got to fix, let go of whatever you got to let go of, and that inappropriate attraction should go away. And by the way,
Okay, sorry we guys got Sally got cut off there at the end. I'm having to hit her mute button so that you guys don't hear me in a cavern. And so that's what's going on there. It's time for pick a card.
much. Okay, so this is so everybody gets at least some kind of a reading. So what I do is we pick 3 cards. I draw 3 cards. You pick one of them, and that's kind of your message for the week. We've got some interesting energies this week. We're coming to the tail end of a Mercury retrograde. So wires are still being crossed. So you'd still want to make sure that you check and double check everything before you send it out. But there's only one more week to the retrograde. So anyhow, here are your 3 cards. Card number 1, card number 2, and card number 3. So pick one. Okay. How about card number 1? Did you pick card number 1? Well, if you pick card number 1, your crystal for the week is garnet. Garnet, which is the word they use is stimulate, and garnet is a good business stone. It's about bringing business opportunities to you. It's about protecting. It's especially about protecting what you have. And so this is a good week for you to go and double check your security. Make sure your passwords are up to date. Just double check the security of everything. This is also a good week to make business deals. This is a good week for contracts. Okay, did you pick card number 2? Well, if you pick card number 2, your crystal for this week is smoky quartz. And it says grounding here, but I also see in smoky quartz this idea of past, present, and future. And so this week, your message is, remember that the past behavior is a good behavior of a good indication of future behavior. So this week, you can judge somebody on their past behavior and come out ahead of the game. Did you pick card number 3? Well, if you pick card number 3, then your crystal for this week is pyrite, awareness. Pyrite's a really fiery stone. It's associated with gold. I think you're all thinking, oh yeah, it's called fool's gold. And yes, it is. And it's a form of iron. It's about being well grounded. It is about wealth and prosperity. And so this is a good week for you to look into your investments. This is a good week for you to plan for the future. Okay, and that was Draw a Card for this week. I hope you all got good messages, and I guess it's time to move on. Okay, so.
Next, we have Suzanne, who's looking to get a dog.
Oh, a little nervous about this. Thinking about a dog. Oh, please don't get a chihuahua. Don't get a chihuahua. Don't. Okay, so, these cards seem to be calling me. Okay, so, a pet for Suzanne. Oh, maybe, yeah, okay. So, there's that. Yes, I do see a dog. I do see a dog. The whole family's going to love her. The only problem I see with this dog is, so it makes me wonder if it's a Cocker Spaniel or something along those lines, because I see I see it being one of those kind of dogs that piddles when it gets nervous. So you've got that nervous play energy around it. That's cool. Yes, get a dog. Massimo will love, Max will love it. Massimo will love it too, but you get to clean up the floor. So get the dog and a Swiffer.
And sorry to all you Chihuahua owners that we don't like your dogs. Too bad.
I'd say that's one, but you'd have to give me one too. Okay, so New Love says, hi, what's happening for love in June? Oh, we'd love to look at that. We just love to look at people's love life. Kind of like looking into people's medicine chests. Whoops. Okay. Well, you've got the Page of Pentacles there. And this feels like somebody that you've been flirting with a little bit. Flirts back. Okay, that's fun. Let's see what else the cards have to say about love in June. Okay, so it's saying play the game, play the game, play your cards close to your chest. You know to do that. Yeah. Play the game, have fun. Play the game, have fun. Ooh, yeah. Whoever you've been trying to, whatever attention you've been trying to get, you're going to get it. So keep playing the game. Have fun. Flirt. Okay, and then you have the Ace of Swords, but it's the Ace of Swords reverse, which can be a little worrisome. So you get 2 steps forward and 1 step back. June starts out really good for love. I think as you go into July, you might see a stalling. But like the cards say, play the game. It looks like fun.
And next we have Lynette, who wants a love reading for the rest of the year. Just how many batteries should she get?
Oh, well, that's one. That's definitely one. Sorry, Lynette. Okay, so hi, Grace. Hi, Eva.
Grace, please ask your questions. We no longer do general readings.
Okay, whoops. So, Lynette, and a love reading for this year. Okay, so. Well, you end up in a good place. No matter what happens for the rest of the year, you'll end up in a good place. Well, so far, so good. You're going to have a fun summer. Ooh. But there's this idea of secrets coming out, too. So, sometimes, we set up ahead time saying, I will never be with somebody who is Catholic, or I will never be with somebody who has a tattoo, or whatever kind of rule you have, absolute deal breaker of a rule. You're going to find out once you really get into this the good part of the relationship. A deal breaker is going to come out, but it feels like this is something that you should accept. Let's see. Yeah, definitely. And in any relationship, it's just a matter of we all have flaws. You just have to find somebody whose flaws you can tolerate. So you will find out his flaws, but the bad news is he has flaws. The good news is they're flaws that you can tolerate. Because it ends up with the Fool, which is a good card. It's such a good card. This big old tattoo right here is based on the Fool card. So it is a good opportunity. You play against each other very well, but he is far from perfect. But whoever comes into your life is far from perfect. But oh my goodness, so much fun and so much potential. All right. I'm a little jealous. Okay, so. Saiva. Hello. Is my Leo going to ask to hang out, or did our fight turn him away? I don't know. What'd you throw at him? Okay, so Brooke Rose and her Leo. Brooke Rose and her Leo. Okay. Yeah, he's stubborn. He's going to make you wait at least a week. Don't go after him. Play the game. Don't go after him. He will contact you on day 8. That's right. You don't doubt yourself. You are in control of the situation. Stand your ground. Wait it out. He will come back to you.
All right, next we have Kelly Saunders, who wants to know how her garden will grow, hydroponically or naturally slow.
Okay. Okay, so Kelly and her garden. Ooh, what are you planting in your garden? Tell us what you're. Okay, so sorry guys, I was just reading what you said. Okay, so how will Kelly's garden grow? And we'll go north, east, south, and west of it. And remember, I'm going to scroll down. I want to see what you're growing. You didn't get to plant everything you love. Okay, so that's interesting. The awakening. Let me see what else it says. Oh, okay. So, it's kind of, at first it's confirming that you weren't able to get all the seeds you wanted or the kind of plants you want. You weren't able to get exactly what you wanted, because it's saying that right from the start you're not too happy with everything you got. And as you're coming into it, I think maybe some of the plants look a little weepy or saggy or something like that, because I'm getting this idea of don't overwater it. Okay. And when you look at the core of it, you've got strength. And so the universe is saying, you're good with gardens. You know your stuff. Don't overwork it. You know what you're doing. Rely on your instincts there. Yeah. Okay, and so you've got the Two of Swords, but it's the Two of Swords reversed, which means an opening up of barriers, an opening up, an opening up, an opening up. Okay. I don't know whether you have a fence or gate around the around your garden, but make sure you have some sort of barrier, even if it's a row of marigolds or maybe they use blood meal sometimes. That you form a barrier around your garden, because when I get the Two of Swords, it's warning that when it gets close to harvest time, when it gets close to the season and close to the rainy part of the season, which I guess would be like September maybe, I feel like something might find its way into your garden. So protect your garden from critters early on. All right, but your garden should do all right. You know what you're doing. Flowers, herbs, beans, and tomatoes. Oh, nice. Okay. And Marcy says, Susie, you really do need a dog. Yes, she does. And Eva, it's a guy thing. I love that. It's a guy thing. Okay. And Moon and Stars said, should I move on from G or keep fighting for us? Ooh. I'll tell you, if you got to fight for a relationship, it tells me there we go. Yeah. These cards are saying exactly what I was trying to say. If you have to, if you have to fight, and every step along the line is a challenge. Well, that's not what love's all about. Love is a blessed state, and it's a balanced state, and there's not balance here. So the cards are saying you've got the Eight of Wands here. Eight of Wands traveling through air, moving fast. In this particular case, it says run. Yeah. It's not supposed to be work. Yeah, it's not supposed to be work. And this just confirms anything you get out of this relationship, it's kind of like you get just minuscule amounts for a lot of effort. And so, yeah, you need somebody that's going to love you like this. And you're not there yet. So keep in mind this is for entertainment purposes only, but the cards say you should move on from G. Okay, so let's see what else we got. There's what? Oh, was it? Oh my goodness, it is getting so late. Okay, so, and does anybody else have any questions? If not, I'm going to take a look-see. Okay, so what should we look at now, folks? We've got 13 more minutes, and I would love to do something. Let's see. I think I already looked at the Ontario elections. Hey, why don't we look at Finland and Sweden? They've got something going on there, and I'm actually going to use the tarot for kids, because to be real honest, what I see, there might be a little bit of playground politics happening here. But let's see what's going on with Finland and Sweden. Just throw 3 cards. Okay. Okay, so when you start out, you have the rules. And so basically they did the only thing they could logically do is to, they were under threat, basically. They were put under protection. And you've got the King of Coins, and there's this reminder that the leadership has been, they've already been working toward being energy independent from Russia. And plus that, Russia cut Finland off in the spring. I don't think he's planning very well here. And then it talks about the 10 of coins. And so this whole idea of going to NATO has made both countries look stronger and works out very well for their long-term future. Okay. So, folks, that's it. That's all. If anybody would want a reading from your Queen of Ooga Booga, Sally Diane, you can just call the spa near the tracks at 519-272-1293. And I do 20-minute, 25-minute, 55-minute, and 75-minute readings there. You get a combination of palm and tarot reading. We also throw in the runes and whatever else. I do have some playing cards. I do have the Lenormand there. And I also have a bowl of crystals. And everybody who gets a reading from me gets a crystal. They get to pull one crystal out of the bowl. And sometimes I actually use it for a reading where you pull out a bunch of crystals and put them on the table. I read them and let you choose one. Okay. I also, during certain parts of the reading, I also open myself up for messages from beyond. So call me at 519-273-1293 or send an email to the Queen of Ooga Booga at gmail.com. I want to thank everybody for tuning in. I look forward to seeing you every week. Make sure you tell your friends and tell your neighbors. Remember to share and remember to like. That helps us out a lot on this channel. So share, tell all your friends. I'd like to see twice as many people here next week. So thank you everyone for tuning in, and we will see you next week.
Before we go, how about we do a quick reading for the Ontario election, which is 2 weeks.
I will be happy to do a reading on the Ontario election. Aw, thank you, Kelly. See, you're going to have to share some of those tomatoes with me. Are any of them yellow tomatoes? I love yellow tomatoes. Okay, so let's see the Ontario election. Doug Ford wins. I saw a cartoon in the Star today where I think it was today's Star, but they had like this podium, the first, second, and third place, right? And here Doug Ford is standing standing tall, the number one spot in the podium with the other two duking it out for second place. And in the cartoon, they looked almost like these two figures right at the sun. And I think that the cartoon just encapsulated it just so good that the other two parties are so into this infighting that nobody's throwing shots at Doug Ford, or they're not throwing anything that sticks, because it shows him walking away quite handily. So Doug Ford's going to win because nobody really ran against him. Okay. And that is how I see it ending.
Well, that was a reading for the Ontario election, which is the beginning of June. And that is it for us tonight, folks. I hope you have a good night. Any last words, Sally?
No, it's... Oh, thank you, Kelly. Everybody have a wonderful week. Make sure you tune in next week and tell all your friends. Bring them all here. Let's give everybody readings. So nice to see you. Have a great week, everybody.